Welcome back once again, folks. Well, we've got our city sidewalks, our busy sidewalks. Folks out there are certainly dressed in holiday style. But in the air, there's a feeling of Christmas? I don't quite think so. Beautiful weather in store once again for Southwest Florida. There's a nice two-view shot out at Fisherman's Village in Punta Gorda. Just a few fair weather cumulus clouds. Otherwise, weather pretty quiet, and it looks like it's going to remain that way, especially as we head into the big Christmas day. We'll give you the scoop on that in just a moment. Partial sunshine right now, 79 degrees. Relative humidity at 74%. Winds are calm. Your pressure is on its way up. Here's some temperatures from around the rest of the Sunshine State. Punta Gorda right now is at 78 degrees. Good afternoon, Naples. You're checking in at 81 warm degrees. Certainly a beautiful day down in Naples. A little further up by 75, 77 in Sarasota right now, 76 in Tampa. The cool spot right now, 66 degrees in Tallahassee. Let's show you what's going on out there because there is some rain to be had. There is an Arctic cool front we've been talking about the last couple of days. Not going to have any effect on our weather. Computer models still stall it well to the north of us, maybe as far south as Gainesville. That's about it. But ahead of the front, you can see some pretty heavy-duty precipitation into Georgia, heading up toward the Carolinas. And over my shoulder here, folks, it is snowing in them thar hills of Texas. Some pretty good snow, as a matter of fact, down around San Antonio and to the north of that. This front even made it as far south as Brownsville, Texas. And Brownsville's roughly the same latitude as we are here in Southwest Florida. And that's not it. We'll take it up a little further north for those folks who are from up north. And you can see some pretty impressive snows all the way into southern Michigan, all the way up to the Upper Peninsula, as a matter of fact. All lake effect snows, as a matter of fact. Also lake effect snows from Cleveland heading all the way into upstate New York. Very, very cold air behind this particular front. Now the front's just beginning to clear the New York City area and then Boston as well, but some very, very heavy rains ahead of that particular front. But I have to emphasize the front's certainly not going to have any effect on our weather. We're going to look at temperatures in a moment. I tell you, you're just going to drop your teeth. Here's a look at the current surface map. Again, there's the cool front as of noon. It's through South Texas and extends all the way up into New England. Very, very warm conditions ahead of this particular front, but just bitterly cold behind it. How cold, you ask? Take a look at this. The big goose egg right now in Minneapolis, St. Paul, minus 10 in International Falls, 10 degrees in Amarillo, only 22 in Dallas, 38 in Brownsville, which I just have to emphasize is at the same latitude as we are, directly across the Gulf. And then guess what? This is the killer. You throw in the wind, and look at this. Feels like 17 in Brownsville, minus 23 in Bismarck, minus 22. My teeth are just chattering thinking about this. Minus 8 in Buffalo, minus 6 in Pittsburgh, minus 17 in Chicago. One thing for folks from Ohio, Columbus, Ohio, as a matter of fact, this time yesterday they were 40 degrees warmer than they are at this particular time. Wow. Just absolutely amazes me. Here's a look at the 5-day temperature map. This is actually a departure from average. And in this area of the country, the computer models are suggesting 20 degrees below the average, but I think it's actually a little colder than that, as a matter of fact. But we're continuing to remain above average as far as our temperature is concerned. And if anything, really don't see too much change in the long-term forecast as long as that front stays to the north. And it certainly looks like it's going to do that. Here's how we play out the forecast for the day today. Partly sunny skies. Just a slight chance, like yesterday in southern Collier County, one of those or two of those clouds could spit out an isolated shower. Nothing significant. Certainly want to look out for those rising thermometers. 84 for an afternoon high. Overnight tonight, we'll go with some clear sailing except for some patchy morning fog. Just a few locations once again. 63 for the overnight low. Forecast for the boaters calls for east to southeasterly winds. Right about 10 knots, 2 to 3 foot seas. Light chop on the inland and bay waters and a Gulf temperature of right about 69 degrees. There's your tide arrangement. High tides at 4:30, low tide at 8:30 tonight, and your sunrise tomorrow officially at 7:11. Of course, it's Future Forecaster time. Let's check in with Neil, who has your 4-day outlook.
Thank you, Jason. Hi, I'm Neil Curiel from Cape Coral, and I'm 13 years old, and I have your 4-day outlook. On Wednesday, it's going to be partly sunny, high of 84. Thursday, basically the same thing, partly cloudy, warm, and a high of 84. On Friday, for your Christmas, it's going to be mostly merry, high of 82. And Saturday, returning your gifts, it's going to be partly sunny, high of 81. Back to you guys.
All right, Neil, thank you very much. Sure do appreciate that. Did a nice job.
Did a great job.